In other news, there has been sweeping international condemnation today of the 20-year prison sentence handed down to the prominent pro-democracy activist and media tycoon Jimmy Lai in Hong Kong. It is the longest punishment meted out so far under a China-imposed national security law that has virtually silenced dissent in Hong Kong. Well, I'm very pleased now to welcome to the programme the son of Jimmy Lai, Sebastien Lai. He joins us on the programme now from London. Hello to you and thanks for speaking to us.
Hello. Is it normal that I don't hear the feed?
Sebastien Lai, can you hear me?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Sebastien Lai, can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
All right, well, welcome to the programme. Thanks for speaking to us. I would like to ask you, first of all, then, if I may, just like how you are feeling today, how you felt when you heard that news that your dad had been given such a long sentence, 20 years in prison.
Look, we expected it, but still devastating, right? 20 years, it's almost comically long for a man that's 78. By the end of the sentence, he'll be 100. But look, given the situation he's in, given his health situation, I don't even think he could serve a tenth of that sentence. He's in rapidly deteriorating health.
He's in deteriorating physical health, you say. What about psychologically? I know you personally haven't been able to speak to your dad in years. You aren't able to go to Hong Kong yourself, but have you been able, through other people, to get a sense of just how he's doing today?
Yeah, it was this bittersweet moment where in the courtroom when the sentencing was announced, my father was stoic, and he even flashed a smile, almost as if a little act of rebellion to say that you will not defeat my spirit. And I think throughout it all, even though his body's deteriorating, even though now he's got heart issues, even though they've kept him in solitary confinement for the last 5 years, which is torturous, he's still strong of spirit and strong of mind, which is incredible. It's a testament to him as a person. It's a testament to the values that he's fought for, and it's a testament to this man who has done all that he can to stand up for his beliefs of democracy and freedom.
And look, your father, Jimmy Lai, is a British citizen. You're a British citizen as well. And you have previously said, pretty explicitly, that you do not believe the UK government has done enough for your father. You made those comments particularly after Keir Starmer went to Beijing last month. So tell us a bit more about that then. How do you think the UK has failed your father, and what now do you want this government to do?
Look, I think the government wants to get this done. It's been a long time coming. We've done a lot of, raising my father's awareness, but it seems that the government wants to get this done. Obviously, I would have liked the Prime Minister to not have gone over unless my father was released or not have given the embassy. But I think my father's case is a test for the United Kingdom, but also to other countries who love freedom. Here you have a man who's given everything he has for the values that unite us. And here you have China, who is, Hong Kong, who is persecuting him, who's destroying their own legal system to get to him and imprisoning him for those freedoms. And if we're talking about closer relationships with China or with Hong Kong, my father's really should be a precondition. There's no normalization until my father's free, because we're never going to normalize what they're doing to him, these horrible things that they're putting him through.
Obviously, as I say, you're British, and it makes sense that you're going through the British government on this. But I'd like to ask you, if I may, about Donald Trump, because at least according to the chair of the US Select Committee on China in the United States, Donald Trump also actively wants to secure your dad's release. Would you welcome the intervention of the US? Have you spoken to the White House on this?
Yeah, 100%. We're so incredibly grateful for the amount of support that we've received from the United States, especially from the President of the United States, from President Trump. He has a strong record of freeing people around the world. And so we're very, very, very grateful that he has showed such moral clarity on my father's case. I think it is a situation now where, with the president's leadership, with leadership of the United States, many countries have joined on for his call. France joined as part of the G7 to call for my father's release. Many people see this, hear my father's story, and is deeply touched by it. They see the heroism in this, and they also see how wrong it is in how he's being treated. Look, in the end of the day, these values that we speak of, these values of freedom, of free press, of liberty, it's just air until someone acts it out. And this is how it looks like. This is a man who, at every turn, did the right thing. When he could have left Hong Kong and left his belief in his people behind, he did not do that. He stayed and defended them. This is a man who, even after 5 years of these conditions, is still holding strong.
And can I just ask you, a final question? You have been such a vocal public campaigner for your father for years now. And so just for you personally, in the wake of this sentence today, are you feeling despondent, or do you have hope actually still that whether it is through the Donald Trump administration or whether it is through Keir Starmer that your dad will get out?
I have hope. I mean, I fight, therefore there is hope. Here's a man who, I think here's a man who's given everything he has for freedom, and obviously everybody listening to this knows that he deserves some of that freedom himself. I think it is in Hong Kong's best interest and China's best interest now to see him free, because what they're doing to him is not only embarrassing locally, it's embarrassing internationally. This is the abuse of a 78-year-old man who they've had this very long show trial for, and they have found nothing on him. So not only have they done this horrible thing to this man, this innocent man, they've also destroyed their legal system in the process. It's incredibly impressive how they managed to destroy Hong Kong's legal system that took decades upon decades to build to the global reputation that they have, and now it's been destroyed. And every single day my father is in prison is a reminder of that destroyed legal system. It's a reminder of how they treat people who peacefully campaign for democracy and for what is right.
Sebastien Lai, son of Jimmy Lai, jailed for 20 years now in Hong Kong. Thank you very much indeed for speaking to us here on France 24.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you are up to speed then with all of our top stories, and you're watching Around the World.